The deepest parts of our planet are supposed to be stable, ancient, unchanging, and silent. But something strange is happening beneath the waves. It all began when scientists noticed something odd in data collected from satellites that map Earth's gravity field. These satellites, part of missions like GRACE and GOES, measure tiny changes in gravitational pull, which reveal shifts in the mass of land and sea. Normally, changes in the ocean floor happen slowly, as tectonic plates move at just a few centimeters per year. But in some areas, readings showed vertical movement, entire seafloor regions rising by several centimeters per year. That may not sound like much, but in geological terms it's massive, like watching a mountain grow in fast forward. At first, researchers thought it might be an error in the data. But then deep ocean sensors and seismic instruments began confirming the same thing. Pressure levels were dropping, meaning the seabed was physically lifting upward. Something deep within the Earth had started pushing the ocean floor toward the surface. And, well, no one was sure why. One theory suggests that what we're seeing is part of the Earth's geological heartbeat, a slow cycle of pressure and release in the mantle. The planet's interior isn't solid rock all the way through. It's a slow-moving, molten conveyor of magma and heat. In some places, that material wells upward like a fountain, forming volcanic ridges. In others, it sinks, dragging the crust downward. Normally, these motions balance out over millions of years, but lately something appears to have sped up. Areas of the sea floor near the Pacific Ridge, Indian Ocean, and parts of the Atlantic mid-ocean ridge have begun to rise faster than models predict. It's as if the planet's heartbeat has quickened, a pulse scientists are only beginning to detect. Some geophysicists think the cause could be a redistribution of mass inside the mantle. Huge plumes of hot rock rising toward the surface, heating and expanding the crust above. Others suspect a more global driver melting ice. As climate change melts polar ice caps, trillions of tons of water are pouring into the oceans, redistributing weight across the planet's crust. That added mass causes some regions to sink slightly, while others, freed from ice pressure, rebound upward in a process called isostatic adjustment. We've seen this on land in places like Scandinavia and Canada, where the ground still rises slowly after being freed from Ice Age glaciers. But now the same process appears to be happening underwater. In the Arctic and Antarctic regions, as thick ice shelves disappear, the crust beneath them is beginning to spring back, a geological rebound happening much faster than expected. But that still doesn't explain why deep ocean ridges thousands of kilometers away are also rising. Something else may be at play. Seismic data from undersea observatories show subtle tremors, not earthquakes but slow, rhythmic shifts, moving upward from deep within the mantle. Some scientists have begun calling it the mantle pulse. These slow waves of buoyant rock may be travelling through the planet's interior, pushing up sections of crust like ripples through a thick liquid. If that's true, we could be witnessing the early stages of a global tectonic adjustment, a rearrangement of internal convection patterns that drive plate movement. In other words, the planet's internal engine might be shifting gears. Geological records show that similar surges in seafloor uplift have coincided with major planetary transitions, the breakup of supercontinent spikes in volcanic activity and even mass extinctions. When the seafloor rises, it alters ocean circulation, changes carbon release and reshapes coastlines. Entire ecosystems can collapse or adapt. During the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum, around 56 million years ago, seafloor uplift and volcanic outgassing released enormous amounts of carbon dioxide, triggering a rapid global warming event that lasted hundreds of thousands of years. If the seafloor keeps rising, it could displace water, subtly altering global sea levels and ocean currents. Even a few centimeters of vertical motion across thousands of square kilometers can shift the balance of pressure that drives deep ocean circulation, the same system that regulates Earth's climate and feeds its fisheries. In volcanic regions, rapid uplift could also signal magma accumulation, increasing the risk of undersea eruptions. Some submarine volcanoes near Tonga and Iceland have already shown swelling patterns consistent with the same mysterious trend. For now, scientists are watching closely. We often think of the Earth as solid and still, but it's alive in its own way, constantly breathing, flexing and changing shape. What's rising beneath the ocean is a reminder that our planet is not finished evolving. Somewhere in the dark, thousands of meters below the waves, the crust is moving, slow enough to miss in a lifetime, but fast enough to reshape the world over centuries. Whether it's the mantle pulsing or the ice releasing its grip, one thing is certain. The Earth beneath us is waking up again. So, next time you look out at the ocean and see only calm blue water, remember, below that surface something vast is stirring. And if you want to keep exploring the mysteries our planet is trying to tell us, make sure to subscribe to Strange and Curious Planet, where even the quietest corners of Earth have stories that shake the world.